Okay, so this is just hilarious. On August 15th, this person makes multiple tweets, the first tweet getting over 500 likes, complaining about Hololive and saying more people should support indie VTubers instead of Hololive-based VTubers. And then literally the next day, Hololive debuts EN Gen 2. By the way, if you haven't seen the Gen 2 stuff, I will provide the relevant links in the description for your convenience. The Op Clea then went on to compare the Hololive China news to the John Cena news. I'm certainly not going to defend Hololive for making conflicting, dubious statements, and I actually criticized them for that when it occurred. However, we do have to take into account the resolution because Hololive did end up closing their Chinese branch, and John Cena still seems like he very much just wants to kiss up to China. Here's where it really gets good. Clea says, but just like with WWE, there's a whole subset of the fandom that will never pay a moment's notice to an indie VTuber, no matter how promising they are, unless they get called up to the big stage and get the big numbers. And ultimately, it's people like them that contribute to the big numbers in the first place, like a snake eating its own tail. When you're only after the brand, you're showing that the quality of the talent doesn't matter, and that's a terrible thing to say to hardworking talent. Well, on the flip side, Hololive has built a prestigious name because they hire quality talent. How do you think Gura or Coco would feel if a Hololive branded jar of mayo debuted with more followers than they did, solely because of the name recognition? Okay, really? You brought Coco into this? Do you even know what you're talking about? But to answer the question, I don't think they'd really care. They don't seem insecure enough to care about things like that. I guess I should specify this is about the new Hololive teaser and ad. You don't know anything about these streamers, yet they're not characters in a gacha game. They're real people with personalities who might or might not click with. You are being told to pre-order a person. Pre-order? Dude, what are you even talking about? You sound insane. Like, I get being happy that you're soon going to have more streamers to pick from and potentially enjoy, but you know that there are other streamers than just the ones in Hololive, right? It's so weird how people like this act like there's never been successful indie VTubers. Or for that matter, successful streamers. Like, ultimately, most VTubers are streamers at the end of the day, and there are plenty of streamers that are doing individual things on their own and still finding massive success. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I also disagree with Clea's final take. While I still enjoy VTubers and Hololive, there's just so many VTubers now that my interest has declined a bit, at least compared to how obsessed I used to be. My fault for being like that, though. Perhaps my recent Monster Hunter Rise addiction on Switch has also played a role. Anyways, I will leave it there. As always, thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I look forward to catching you next time.